Hello everybody and welcome back to another game of Duos and Dark Calls, the team tournament for Fury of Dracula. And hello to everybody who's watching this live on Twitch, hello to everybody who's watching this back after the fact on YouTube. And this is a match between AndreZot, representing the Cagliari Carbonara Special on the Hunters, and Strider656, representing Helm's Deep Dish on Dracula. We just got into the game. I missed the first day of supplying. Hello, Anna. Did we get raided when I was away? Oh, we did get raided. Hello, Andy. Sorry. Thank you for the raid. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry for not being here when you raided. I'm so sorry. Hello, everybody. Hello, raiders. Please go and check out Andale Haven if you're a regular viewer of mine. Really chilled out content. Thank you for the value pack contribution, Anna. We got a lucky find on Mina. So that's kind of nice. We got Pizza Wizard set up here. Hired Scouts. I don't know where those hired Scouts went, so I guess we're all in the dark. Who is the good guy? In the game Combat Wombat? Or you mean Andy? Andy's the good guy. Andy is a fellow streamer. And does a lot of chilled out Tiny Glade stuff. Also does some Red Dead Redemption and Repo and stuff on the side as well. But mostly Tiny Glade, couple streams a day. Really, really chilled out content over there. Really nice to have in the background. So Andy is the good guy. We'll see if this game is also 7 days. We'll find out. Hopefully get a little bit more action in this one. So welcome to everybody. If you're raiding from Andy's stream, hello everybody. Hello, hello. I'm Scott Sword. We're doing a board game tournament here for Fury of Dracula.
Winds howling.
There you go. There's Andy with the winds howling. Thank you for that. Thanks. So yeah, board game based upon the Bram Stoker novel. There's hidden movement and deduction and combat and all that good stuff. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to quickly set up a poll in the chat, and you can all wager your channel points on it if you so wish. Who do you think is going to win, AndreZot or Strider? I'll set that going for 30 minutes, so you can absorb all the information during the first week, and then you can make a bit of a decision about what's going on. There's the prediction. So, quick thing here. I think, unless I'm mistaken, I think it's actually a benefit to my team if AndreZot wins. I know that sounds a bit crazy, but just looking at the results and things, I think it is actually also a bit of an advantage if AndreZot wins. But also, Hunter player, I like it when the Hunters win. And also, AndreZot is the underdog a little bit in terms of experience. So, yeah, I think for all those reasons, I'm going to be slightly on AndreZot's side, but I can't wager any points. Oh yeah, early knife discard. Yes, indeed. Strider is the more experienced of the two. But AndreZot has been playing well. I don't know how many games AndreZot has won this tournament. Snuff, his teammate who's in chat. Hey, Gyro, welcome in. Well done for the video, by the way. We reacted to it live on stream, Gyro. That was very good fun. If you're watching on YouTube and you want to see some of this action on Twitch, then the link to my Twitch channel is down below, as well as links to all the people who record games from the Fury of Dracula community, including Gyro, who's in the chat, Fangs is in the chat, Combat Wombat, as in 1 Hour Rebellion, in the chat. AndreZot doesn't record, but Strider does, and Mythios is here. So there you go. So yeah, feel free to get your votes in. Yes. What I'm going to do, just to make sure we don't get interrupted, I'm actually going to run a 2-minute advert on Twitch right now. Those of you who have subscribed won't see this. Just because we're supplying in the first week, not a lot happens in the first week, so we'll just get the adverts out of the way now, and that means then when we've got the finale of the game later, we're not going to get interrupted. Well, hopefully not anyway. So, let me quickly run that. So, apologies if you're not subscribed. Oh, Evil Presence. 1,000 big ones on the Pale Fellow. Oh my goodness, you've gone in really early, Gyro. Well, we'll see. Hired Scouts. Non-Amsterdam or Bari. Ooh, okay. So 2 proximity. Is it going to be the East again? We've had Eastern starts in all the games we've seen in the last week or so. So it's very, very common that is the case. But the Hunters are supplying up nicely. Strider here does not mind a Dark Call. And the Dark Call rule is indeed activated. So, yeah, don't be surprised if Strider starts doing some of that. Strider's been doing very well this tournament. So, yeah, definitely I feel AndreZot's a bit of the underdog here, but underdogs could win. So, yeah, definitely anybody can beat anybody in this community now. It's not like how it used to be. So there we go. We've got two people, we've got Met King and Gyro voting for Strider. No votes for AndreZot as of yet. We've got plenty of time here to see how the first week is going. I'm sure Snuff will wager some points on his teammate. AndreZot is 4-3. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for somebody who's only been in the community for about 6 months or so. That's pretty good going. Very, very good going. Could make it 5-3 here. So yeah, we're approaching the end of this league phase. Most of the teams have got anywhere between 15 and 17 games played, and there's 18 in total during the league phase. So we're coming towards the end. The battle for the top 4 is hotting up. Depending on how results fall, the top 4 teams are more or less decided, but there could be some upsets. And the order of that top 4, it looks like Strider's team are almost guaranteed first place. But it's going to be the order of the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place. Yes, we had 2 scouts. The first scouts I missed because I was AFK, but the second scouts went for Amsterdam and Bari, and those were negative. So, yeah. Got your final game tomorrow, Met King. Okay, that's exciting. Very good. Well, we can end the tournament on a high. Who you up against? I've got my final game next Friday or Saturday against Tarvala. So it's very exciting stuff. Very, very exciting. So once the league phase has ended, then the top 4 teams will go into a best-of-3 semi-final, and then the 2 teams that win that go into the final. So we actually have an event to sort of finish off the tournament. In quite a lot of the tournaments we've done in the past, the top 2 players or teams have just ended up, just by pure coincidence, playing in the final week anyways. That's kind of been the de facto final. But we've actually got a fight. Oh, Hide Scouts again. So that's 3 Hide Scouts down really early. Not ideal for the Hunters, to be honest, but Granadino and Hamburg, neither. I mean, Hamburg has been a bit of a starting point. It became a little bit popular with Wizardkajic, actually, as a starting location. I have done it myself a few times. It's not a bad start, actually, because you can really drag these 2 Hunters around. So we'll have to see how AndreZot does here. It's very possible I'm going to have to go AFK for about 5 or 10 minutes. So the good thing is I've got the thing, so it's not going to get stuck on any screens. It's just going to keep running. But you lot at home are going to know more than I do. I was also going to go and make tea, and I didn't go and make tea. Anyway, item discards, apart from the knife and the double bullets of Godalming, nothing exceedingly surprising. All pretty normal stuff. Do the Hunters have newspapers? That's kind of the key here. If the newspapers don't appear, Dracula is pretty much guaranteed these 7 points from, or 6 or 7 points from this vampire. Newspaper reports. Oh, it's the East! Again! So long as nobody else bets AndreZot, I get all the Strider votes, even if I only chip in 10 soul ties. Yes, yes, I think that's right. I think that's very much right, Snuff. Oh. How much do you want to back your teammate, I suppose? Right, okay, so this is a big question now. Can the Hunters actually, A, get to Varna? And B, can they actually deal with the Hide card? Yeah, it's always the East. Yeah, I mean, that's why the superhero start, where you got Seward and Godalming together in Vienna, was kind of, became a thing, was to try to prevent so many Eastern starts. But then there are disadvantages because then Mina's left isolated, and you know. The thing's like, oh, interesting. Why are you going there? You can't get to Varna that way. Oh yeah, does he want to go to... Good question, yes. Does he have the movement? Can he do the height? And does he even want to go there? Well, Suit's got horses, so that's really good, actually. That's looking promising. But... Kadami can't get to Varna now, unless he plays Renewed Vigor. Unless the hunter just let this mature and then try and catch Drac after the thing matures. Behind the Veil. Ooh, that's fun. Oh, that's not a very strong hand at all. Yeah, could be mixed up Cassandra and Varna, but the thing is the numbers also kind of tell you as well. Aristocratic Vampire gone. Hey, Rickamania's here! Oh my goodness, we'll get some hype for Rickamania in the chat. A wild Rickamania has appeared. If anyone doesn't know, Rickamania doesn't like Twitch very much. That's okay. How are you, Rick? I hope you're doing well. And yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good for your friend Strider over here. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. Thank you for that. Yeah, tricky. Oh man, have you just had your big project? Huh? Been pouring concrete all day? Well, that was not what I expected you to say. Why is Mina using sense of emergency now? What's going on? But what about Sophia? But Sophia's going to be on the trail. One of this is bats. Oh no. I'm so confused. Oh, it's only a vamp. Oh, okay. Oh, but what about this? Oh, flippin' heck. Okay. Interesting sense of emergency. I think sense of emergency tomorrow would have been a little bit better, but okay. What is done is done. The thing is, actually, this sense of emergency isn't too bad because Suit is coming in here. Problem is, Amina also has Lucky Find to maybe get a horse later. So this is not as bad as it seems. Ooh, nice punch. Oh, no, you're not going to use Holy Bullets now, right? I thought you were just going to say you had a busy job, Aruk. I didn't expect the pouring the concrete. Ah, okay, well. Fair enough. Here we go. Claws into a rifle. The bullets? Holy bullets were visible, Strider! That's a dead vamp. I really hope now that AndreZot can deal with whatever is in Varna, otherwise those holy bullets were used for nothing. Maybe as dogs. He's running around with dogs and rifle and holy bullets. That would be pretty top tier. There are 3 in the discard though. Can you imagine Pizza Wizard seeing holy bullets being used against his teammate? Oh, he'd be fuming. Just to let you know, everybody, remember, there is a prediction in the chat, so if you want to wager some of your channel points on who you think is going to win this game, in the attempt to maybe get some more, then just go into the chat, or go into where you see the little saltires underneath the Scottish flag, underneath the chat, and you can wager some points. Who needs stakes? Absolutely. Yeah, if Varn is fake, then AndreZot is played a fucking blinder with that. You still got 18 minutes for the prediction, so no rush. Come on, Geordie, you must have accumulated some channel points by now. Wager some points on somebody. Oh, what am I waiting for? It seems like stuck. Oh, great. Well, the advantage of doing the sense of emergency earlier actually will allow Mina to heal, but she'll be healing up to even damage, so I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think, yeah, AndreZot has to leave and come back. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I think I well, we didn't curse Snuff and Wizakadja. I guess the game didn't go long enough to get stuck. Hopefully, hey, it worked. Good, excellent, 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 excellent. Okay, so we know that Dracula went this way. Dracula could be something like Belgrade now, Szeged now, could even be in Zagreb now. Is that why the Sensibility got played onto Sofia? But Sofia is often quite a common location for bats. Unless, does Godalming have the second sense of emergency? If Mina has dogs and then uses the lucky find to pick up a steak, that would be unreal. Oh, there's the Dark Call. Of course there's Dark Call. Oh, I thought there was going to be Vampiric Influence. Well, that's going to be 2 extra encounters on the trail for Strider. So yeah, this is going to be quite an intense start for AndreZot to try and deal with this. Although if Varna does mature, then 2 of those encounters will disappear. So there's only then 2 to deal with thereafter, so it could be worse, to be honest. Galaxy Brain's like, win your game before the bugs have time to get out of bed. Yep. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, that's frustrating, but at the same time, my argument would be it's not that bad, because Dracula took 2 damage, Seward's coming in here. So yeah, this could have been worse. I think... Oh, wait, what? Only 1 encounter got played. Did Strider fuck up the brides? I think Strider may have fucked up the brides. You're supposed to play both at once. So yeah, that's a mistake. I think. So yeah, that's definitely a reprieve for AndreZot. If AndreZot can stop the 7 points, great. Yes, you have to click both. Yes, both locations. Yes, but you have to click them in the order that you want to place. That's the thing. Right. If Mina has dogs, if it's a Saboteur, this would be unreal. No, it was bats. Shit. Oh, forewarned. Oh, AndreZot's playing a fucking blinder. And now he can use Lucky Find to pick up a steak. No, he didn't play Lucky Find. What's happening? AndreZot, you had Lucky Find. No. Unless he has a steak. If he has a steak, he doesn't need to play it. Oh. Oh, oh, goodness. Maybe he doesn't need it. Oh my goodness. If he has it already, that's amazing. Because he can just supply with Mina a couple turns, and these 2 can mop up the rest of the trail. This is ridiculous. Oh. Strength into a punch. That's okay. As long as Mina doesn't die here, it's fine, because she has time to heal up and recover. It's fine. But yeah, probably should have dodged, but that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, AndreZot's here to... AndreZot's not fucking around. He's 4-3. He wants the 5-3 record. He wants to guarantee he'll be a... Claws into a dodge. Good dodge. Probably expected the fang. Maybe AndreZot didn't also want to play...
I'm in danger!
I assume that was for Strider. I guess also the risk of Lucky Find is maybe you might get a horse, and that's not what you want. Claws into an escape. Okay, no points though, no fangs. So Mina took 2 extra damage than necessary, but no fangs, damn. Well, that can happen. That can happen. So I guess we'll hold off until... Yay! I love the banner. Oh my god, That pun is dreadful. Yeah, pretty good outcome. As long as she has a stake. As long as she has a stake. Wow. Unbelievable. That is insane. Mina is putting in work over here. Holy crap. Yeah, 50-50. It's not exactly 50-50 because there are more things that do damage rather than only one thing that basically cancels dodge, but it's okay. Holy shit. What a start for the Cagliari Carbonara special this has been. Brilliant. Okay, I'll run one more ad break, and that means we basically have 2 hours of uninterrupted Fury of Dracula, which we all love to see. So let me quickly run that. I'll see you all in a couple of minutes. I need to go AFK, but this is just... yeah, exactly. The spaghetti is better than the pizza. Yeah. Right. Oh. Oh. Dracula is feeding? Ooh, so Dracula must be in Athens then, or Salonika. Oh, this is not going well for Strider. He's running out of room. Oh, spy. Okay, got rid of a pistol. That's fine. Oh, and a bodyguards. Okay. No, okay. Nice combo. Nice combo there, but Gadami can absorb that damage, and he can just go into Athens and he can resupply up. So it's actually not really a big deal, to be honest. Dracula could hide, though. Ooh, I don't know about this movement. I don't know how I feel about that movement very much. I guess if you found Dracula there, Mina could walk in, but she's only got 4 health. Eh? Where are you off to? Just land in Le Havre. Oh, local rumours. Oh dear. That's okay. Honestly, this is fine. Dracula could go to sea now. I don't like this movement though from Van Helsing. You should land in Le Havre, because Dracula's going to come around in this direction, I feel. So then Van Helsing being here is stronger, because he can rail down to Marseille. Trading or healing. What? The Seward movement, yes. I think that's okay. Maybe... Oh, does Seward have double horse? Is that the problem? If he has a double horse, then this is just great, because he can move into Mina, they can heal up together and trade the horse, and then off they go. That's really, really good. Gadami can go into this... If it's Athens, it's fine, because he can resupply, deal with Athens, and then leave. It's about what happens next. That's the thing, right? Because Dracula's going to swing round in this direction, I really feel that Van Helsing should be here now. He should be on land so he can trade events tonight if he needs to. I don't know why he's in the North Sea. I don't know what the advantage is by doing that. If you're going to move him around to the North Atlantic, you could have just done it this way. Hey, Skybreaker, welcome in. You've missed quite a bit. There's a lot been happening. So, Dracula started in Varna with a hide. Mina's sense of emergency from Vienna into Sofia, found a new vampire there, but then decided to unleash hell with some with a punch and holy bullets and a gun, and that killed the vampire in 2 turns. Then she went on to Varna, got hit with bat, forewarned the bat, and then staked the Reckless at night. Very, very good play. And there's Dracula going to sea, and he has nothing on the trail. This is very strong. This is looking very, 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 very good. Very good for... And then, oh yeah, for people who were in the ad break and missed it, Gadami moved into Valona, got hit with a spy, so it meant he discarded a pistol. And then he had to get hit by bodyguards and took 4 damage and got delayed, that's fine. Okay, it's Salonika. That's slightly problematic. Oh, now Sud's backtrack. What about Mina? I guess is Mina going to supply a horse at some point? Okay, so yeah, see now Van Helsing's off a rail line, which makes this worse. It'd be much better if he was here, because he could be in Marseille already. Oh, just get a random Aggie in. Nice. Yeah, Van Helsing could have been in Marseille already. Pretty much, yeah. But instead, instead of doing 4 separate streams, we've just gone back to back, and I'm gonna edit it afterwards. Yeah, this is mental. Yeah. I'm not gonna complain though. Do you go Black Sea? Well, that is definitely an option. Definitely an option. So Gadami can supply, and then he goes into Salonika to deal with that. Mina has to supply for the horse. All the holy bullets are in the discard. Only 1 stake in discard. There's a knife in discard, though. Apart from that, everything pretty normal. AndreZot's had a really, really, really good start to this game. Dracula did Dark Call, but only got Dracula's brides out of it. And then Dracula also then fed, so didn't actually really benefit from the 3 healing very much. And now feeds on the trail. And it's going to be on the trail for a while. Unless there's a vamp, which is very possible. But yes, there's a lot of powerful stuff has been used early. So yeah, definitely, this is looking good for AndreZot. There's a couple of things I don't like the Van Helsing movement should have been to here. But apart from that, it's going very well for Dracula, for the hunters here. So it's very, very well played. Okay, makes sense. I kind of hope Gadami doesn't supply the second horse. Ooh, okay, that's kind of promising. Probably has good stuff then. Seward's still supplying. Excellent. This is looking very good. I'm not quite sure what this movement was for, unless I'm missing something. And the hunters haven't. I mean, the hunters have only really used forewarned, and then they got a lot of scouts early, but you can't really control that. Yeah. Could have already been here. Oh, she's got horses. Oh, very good. Oh no, or did she use ticket? No, she used a ticket. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't know what she does later though. That's the only problem. If she's got good stuff, then Salonika's is not gonna mature. She has Lucky Find as well, so it is a vamp. You could then use Lucky Find to get the horse. She might actually just go by sea. To go Ionian Tyrrhenian. Not terrible. Yeah, Commander Gormina just going. Oh, it's a hoax. Very well played. Good stuff. Okay, this is really, really good by AndreZot here. Really good. If he can get Godalming westward ASAP, or they can find this landing spot really quickly, Dracula's gonna have a lot of pressure because there's no trail at all to deal with. Oh, already used 1 rumor token. Okay, so if you're wanting to predict, yep, trail cleared, absolutely. Okay, you've got 4 minutes if you want to get your predictions in. We currently have 4 votes for Strider, 1 for AndreZot, and a lot of points. But if you put some points in for AndreZot, you're going to get a lot of them back in return. We've got 10 points for AndreZot and 2,600 for Strider. So you got a lot of points you can earn. Yes, that's true. Yes, it wasn't the strongest hand you've ever seen. I don't think even the hoax was even in the hand at that point. There were 2 double saboteur, mob, and I think there's wolves, I think. Alright, I'm gonna have to go AFK for a few minutes. But I'll keep the game running. You chat amongst yourselves, and when I come back, you're gonna have to let me know what happened. Hopefully the game is still going when I come back. Back in a couple minutes. Okay, right. I am back. I'll have to go AFK again in a minute. But what on earth has been going on? He's so obsessed about Cagliari being terrible. Oh my goodness. See, he went Genoa, then somewhere else, then Wolfform. So when Florence, then Wolfform? Milan? Did Milan get checked? Has AndreZot used any strength here? Oh, wow. Oh, he Wolfform from Milan? Oh my goodness. Money Trail saved. Oh, I see. Oh, save the day. I see. Okay. Oh, well. Nope. Not there. Can we get Mina to do like a psychic scan? But I guess you'll be out of Italy by now. He could have wolf formed into Florence. Very risky. My goodness. Oh. Oh, imagine a local rumours in Marseille. That would have been OP. Okay. I mean, still, the Hunters are still in a very good position because they've got a week to go. They only got basically 2 spaces on the trail. They know the wolf form location. The wolf, like, where Strider will fall from. So, Toulouse and Clermont-Ferrand. How quickly did Van Helsing get down to Marseille? Because I think he could have got there quicker. Okay, nice to rule that out. That's good. So we know there's no boot shenanigans here. Strider Dark Call, perhaps. Oh, he Dark Called. Oh, he did Dark Call. After taking all that sea damage, really? Oh, okay. He does like a wrist. There's like 5 Dracula events, and one of them was what Strider picked up. The deck has been really, really kind to AndreZot. The deck has been exceedingly kind to AndreZot in terms of the amount of Dracula cards on top. Eventually, that's not going to last. Yeah, tried to fake Cagliari. I guess. Well, managed to get a couple of moves out of it before having the wolf form. Oh, and he had to go back? Oh, goodness me. Oh, and Genoa was already revealed. Oh. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Oh well. C'est la vie, c'est la vie, c'est la vie. But, I mean, look, think about it this way. Dracula's is down damage. If Dracula feeds again, then he'll only be on 12 maximum. Hunters are well equipped, more or less. They should have their 3 horses by now. They got health more or less. So yeah, it's looking okay. Definitely looking alright. Milan has to get dealt with, but you got lots of hunters nearby, so maybe Mina goes to deal with that because she's the one who doesn't have the movement. No points for Dracula, so hunters are still in a good position here, but they have to try and find this wolf form ASAP because they don't want to spend lots of time running in the wrong direction. They could also supply their way out of the problem. Wolf to Nuremberg, then to Prague. Oh, that would be a very risky move. He might get boxed in, but hey. Oh, so Godalmi went to deal with Milan. I don't know how I feel about that. I'd much rather the ones with movement to be chasing after Drac, and the ones nearby, they can go and mop it up. Local rumours? Ah. That's unfortunate. See, all the scouts got played early, so there's only one left in the deck. Okay, this I like. He could be in Saragossa or Barcelona now. But if this is negative, then it means that Strider is either... Oh, no stake? Oh, no. Okay. Do you let this go? There's no rumour token on it. Ooh, I think there was an event there. Hypnosis would be nice, but wouldn't you just play Hypnosis with Godalming? Right, in Genoa? That would have made more sense, I feel. But it felt like there was an event there to stop the combat. There was like an escape route, and Godalming chose not to take it. Claws into... Oh, an escape. Okay. Okay. Well, Godalming might be able to supply stake. Is there a planned ambush, though, on Godalming? Nope. He is out of the combat. There's a slight lag for the stream, but that's okay. Okay. Oh, Surprising Return. Was that for a search? No. Van Helsing got rid of it. Isn't in Gallia. Okay. So, Dracula is either in Zaragoza or Barcelona. Or is up in Germania. Or maybe even Prague. Now, if the hunters don't move quickly enough, Dracula might be able to get across to this sea and then away. So they need to chop and start moving. If they can catch Dracula before he gets to the port, they might be able to CG the port, and then Dracula will be caught in no man's land, which would cause quite a lot of issues for him. But as I said, like, the hunters haven't given up any points. Oh, okay, well that kind of makes the Milan decision a little bit easier. Maybe just ignore Milan now. And then try to choose to layer it, or... Yeah, this might be fake. It might be a fake vampire. Oh, we got some votes for AndreZot at the end. Could be a fake rumor. Yep, absolutely. Nope, it wasn't Prague. Not Munich. Oh, you've got a stake then. Okay, that's fine. But where... I thought Godalming had horses. Why is he not using horses? I'm very confused. Yeah, the fact it clears wolf form would be a bit awkward. Yeah. It's a difficult one. It's not straightforward. If you can get another stake in time to this thing, then you're fine. It could be fake after all. If it's a fake rumor, then it doesn't really matter then, does it? You can just stake this vampire. Wolf form Mr. Strasbourg? Yeah. Gives Dracula the most options. So Dracula could now be in, like, Nantes, Le Havre, Amsterdam, Hamburg even now. Yeah. Oh. Plotted into dodge. Goodness. Oh well, Dracula could have escaped. Hunters could have escaped here. So Dracula's probably going to get a point out of this. Yeah, might get a point out of it, and that point could well be vital. We're forming from and then going to Genoa. Huh? Going to Genoa? He's going to make his way back into Genoa. Oh, Geneva. Ah, I see what you mean. But hang a minute here. Wait. Because the Psychic Scout in Gallia was negative, he could be in Geneva now if he went... No, Paris was negative. This can't be... Oh, could have been Geneva. Yeah. Oh, what's going on? Fangs, okay. That's a point. Sorry, I'm not looking at the combat because I'm trying to work out what's happening in terms of the map. while they're picking. So, Dracula could have been in Geneva last turn and is now in Clermont-Ferrand. Yep, and then is dodging this. Oh no, it can't be Geneva because there was a Psychic Scan in Italy. Oh no, but was that after the wolf form? So that could be in Strasbourg. Has Strider, like, weaved in and out of, Oh, Van Helsing punched unnecessarily. Oh dear. Van Helsing might take 6 damage on this combat. That's not ideal. Now, Van Helsing has a knife. He could try and play it now, but the problem is, if Strider plays Strength, Van Helsing may die. Mesmerize. Into... Oh, I was hoping for a Crucifix. Because then we could say, does that hurt him? Yeah, I think the extra health can be really telling at times. Showing his age. Yep. Yeah, it might take a while for the hunters to figure that out, because they'll go to the furthest place away. Oh, he has a rifle. Oh, good play. That could have easily been a Fangs, by the way. Or Strength. Holy Bullets? Oh. No, the Holy Bullets are on the discard, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, 2 stakes have been discarded. Ooh. Okay. CG is definitely a possibility. Oh, Fangs into dodge. Yeah, good play, good play, good play, good play. Excellent. Yeah, CG is definitely a possibility because all the Heavenly Hosts are in play, unless there's one at the bottom of the deck that we don't know about. Yeah, AndreZot is living dangerously. I think they're missing a horse. No. Ah, checking all these is going to take a long time. That's going to be very, very slow. They'll find the trail eventually. I guess the question is, will Strider have built up enough distance to be able to feed and then get out by then, is the question. Stake. Okay, good. So that wolf form's on the trail for a bit longer. Definitely not a bad thing. If it is, I mean, someone was saying that this could be Roadblock or Summon Storms, I guess because there was a prompt. If it was Summon Storms, he might go to the UK here, or go to Britannia, sorry, because then he can block that off for quite a while, and the hunters might struggle to get up there. And then he can escape as it goes into the 4th week. But Dracula's still got to move a lot of spaces, and he's going to take a lot of damage from sea movement. They stick around combat with a stick. Yeah, he played that very well. But then Van Helsing can supply and then heal tomorrow. These hunters are going to try and find the trail. Okay, prompt for the Drac event. Interesting. Okay. Oh, poor Determinator. That's okay. No worries. Well, thank you for being here, Determinator, for as long as you have been. And you'll see you for Rollercoaster Tycoon tomorrow. Looking forward to it, because we'll have to finish whatever scenario was we started last week. Crazy Castle. Yes. It'll be quite a chilled out stream. It'll be a good one. Yeah, you take care of yourself, Determinator. And have a good start to the week. Oh, a knife and a stake. Oh, there's no stake now. Is that wise, given that there is a rumor token on the trail? And doesn't like the knives either. This is, I don't think I would have got rid of a stake. When you know this figure's looming. Not if he's on a port city, Skybreaker. But he could be, if he's stuck in no man's land. Oh, okay. Interesting. Maybe... Ah, Godami must have got the 3rd horse, so he's going to trade it to Van Helsing. Nope. Why did you... Oh, I would have checked Clermont-Ferrand. Well, big city, you can supply up. I don't mind it, necessarily. It'd be crazy after everything that happened at the beginning of the game if somehow this is a vampire and it matures. When AndreZot was in a better position to deal with it. Well, the land wolf form is pretty good because you can go east, you can go west, you can go north or south from it. It's a very good wolf form. Yeah, but they are adjacent to Strasbourg now. No, I'm a crucifix man. Oh, but both are in the discard. Oh no, one's in. Oh no, there is somebody with a crucifix. Ooh, that's exciting. I guess you just go check all the port cities, right? You'll find him eventually. But what about this? They have to find this really soon, and the problem is now they don't have a stake. So if it is a real vampire, Strider will be laughing. Okay. Gadami's also going to be a bit careful because he doesn't have a lot of health. But we do know that AndreZot likes a risky combat or two. I like this supply. That's nice. I think that's a nice supply. Hopefully he doesn't have to get rid of anything too crazy. Blood transfusion, that's absolutely fine. What's Mina's health? 8. No, where are you going? Oh, I wouldn't backtrack like that. Oh, I would have just I would have gone to like Cologne or Amsterdam. I would have checked all the ports because ports are the safest place for Dracula right now. I would have just gone there. I think that might be a mistake. If this matures into Vamp, wow, Strider's got very fortunate. Where's Mina going? Where's Mina going? Nope. Is Dracula in and amongst all this lot? Is Dracula gone to Prague now? Ah, possibly. I mean, if you have CG, maybe he's around here. He's dancing around all this stuff. Maybe you just threw out CG. Could have gone to Prague, then scrolled into Vienna. Well, Prague got checked. But there's no reason why he can't be in Prague now, and he goes into Vienna. Because I think Stuart checked Prague, and then he went up to Hamburg, and now he's backtracked to Berlin. I think Dracula is amongst all this, but there's something that we could have easily missed. And the problem is, this is going to mature now. Yeah, Nuremberg and Strasbourg have not been checked, so okay, it was Nuremberg. Okay. Dracula could be in Paris now, could be in Geneva now, could be in Clermont-Ferrand now. He's just been following Mina. Every time Mina vacates a space. Yeah, practically full trail, yeah. Okay, Leipzig. So it has to be then Frankfurt, because Hamburg wasn't on the trail. Strasbourg, he's adjacent to Strasbourg. It's getting late. It is, but if they can deal with Nuremberg, then it's not a problem. If Nuremberg matures, then Dracula's in a really good spot. But now Dracula can wolf form again. This is the risky thing now. Dracula has wolf form, and depending on where he is, he could wolf form and then have this problem that's been created in this week, or this period of the game, could just happen all over again. Okay, we knew he was already adjacent to Strasbourg, so I don't know if going to Strasbourg was the right idea. I think you have to check places adjacent to Strasbourg. But I guess maybe he didn't want Van Helsing to jump on. Right, not Brussels. If a new Vam can kill it. But it's not. There's not a 2-on-1 fight though. We need a stake. Oh, it was bats. It was fake. Okay. Okay, it was fake. Okay. Desecrated soil. Okay. Okay. Thanks for the pro tip. Yeah, AndreZot does like those fake rumours. But it actually worked out against Strider here because AndreZot didn't let Milan mature. If Sud here has Heavenly Host, then that's really good for him. Yeah, not terrible. If they can deal with 3 encounters, then they're really getting ahead of the trail. I know Wolf Form's a possibility. Yep, Heavenly Host, it's gone. Okay. So Dracula is going to be on 12 health for quite a long time now. Oh, we got a new vampire in Strasbourg now. Oh, and Van Helsing only has 6 health. Is Van Helsing going to die now? So he's adjacent. He could be in Zurich. And Zurich is just the same problem all over again. Because Zurich could wolf form this way. Could wolf form down to Toulouse. Away from all of this stuff. Mina doesn't have horses. Okay, well let's watch this combat. And let's see what happens. I think you could put so much pressure on the hunters here. If they don't find out where you are quickly, you could just run out the clock potentially. Claws into... Van Helsing lives. Van Helsing lives. If he has a horse, I'd be very tempted to give it to Mina. Because Van Helsing's not going to be really useful now. Give it to Mina and just let Mina run away. And then she can use the lucky find in a fight with Dracula to get rid of the horse. Straight out there. Okay. Right. So. Well, this is a small city. So the Huns are going to move off and have to move back on to get a stake there. Not ideal. It's definitely not over, but Strider just somehow managed to buy himself a lot of time. Just not quite enough pressure on Dracula at the critical moment. That wolf form was very good. Yeah, she could go there with Lucky Find. Yeah, that's also another way they could go about it. I guess she could go there and then deals with the thing and Van Helsing trades the horse to her, maybe? They've also got to deal with Frankfurt. I guess they could do a Frankfurt tomorrow. Unless Godalming's going to get... Oh, Godalming might get pushed into Frankfurt. Problem is that Andre didn't look for the wolf form location first. What he did was Seward. Check Vienna, check Zagreb. But I don't really understand why Godalming went to Milan. If he has horses, shouldn't... Does Godalming not have horses? Am I tripping out on that? I thought he had horses from the very beginning. So sure, it just makes sense that you send Godalming up to Munich and then up this way. He was moving so slowly. It took him 3 turns to get to Nuremberg rather than 1.5 or 2. Oh, Dracula didn't wolf form? Whoa, this is greedy play. I think he could. Well, maybe he thinks that he doesn't need the wolf form, which is also valid. Right, where are you going, Stuart? The problem is you can't... I mean, I guess you go to Zurich, I suppose. Yep. What if Dracula is in Munich and bats Godalming into him? Well, he could have been. Now he can't be. Does Van Helsing move on to Munich? Yes, he does. Okay. Back to Marseille? Yeah, very possibly. Does Mina go... Oh, no. No. Dracula did go into Paris. He's now adjacent to Paris. He's in Nantes, or Le Havre, or Clermont-Ferrand. Clermont-Ferrand wolf form would still not be too bad. That makes sense why there wasn't a wolf form, so it wouldn't be that advantageous from Paris. Okay, I need to go AFK for 5 minutes. So you guys are going to have to entertain yourselves. I'm sure you're capable of doing that. And if you can let me know what I've missed when I come back. This is gripping stuff. Let's see what happens. We'll probably be in the 4th week by the time I get back, but the game shouldn't be done. We'll see. Oh, there's a mob in Paris. Okay. That's not too bad for Mina. Okay. See you in 5 minutes. What has been happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Oh my goodness, he was in Nantes. Oh no, he didn't. Did he hide in Le Havre? What is happening? Well, it's not over till it's over. But is it? So was there a fight? No, there wasn't a fight between. Ah, he's hiding in place. Aha, interesting. Okay. Is Strasbourg getting dealt with by any chance? What was in Frankfurt? Oh, spy, okay. Not great, but you can lucky find a holy stock if you need to. Yeah, vampire has to be dealt with. But can he deal with it, though? Is there a stake over here? Far from over? Yeah, it's not far from over. Especially if this vamp doesn't mature. I think he might be ignoring it. So if he ignores it, he's up to 7. If Dracula moves... Then Whoa! Why are you moving there? Oh, I don't like that move to Marseille. Because... Once if Dracula here wolf forms into Santander. And what Dracula's done here is he has basically sacrificed a feed to get an additional 3 points. Yeah, but it doesn't... I'd rather be in... don't know, it's tricky. If you're in Toulouse, you're in reach of both of them. Unless he has renewed vigor. I don't know what this move to Amsterdam was, unless it's preemptively... Dracula could wolf form. He has a lot of places he could go to. Yeah, this is not over. This is not over at all. It's also going to wipe Le Havre. Okay, that's 3 points. If Dracula now moves... He only needs to move again to win. So I guess, is this a whole fog game? Has Dracula... That's a lot of cards in the discard pile. Is it just me, or has Dracula not got through his encounter deck yet? Or have I lost count completely? That's not a lot of cards discarded. No, he must have rinsed through his deck. Oh, that means he's got his second fog. Okay, so I expect what's going to happen here is Dracula's just going to wolf form and put fog down. And he's just going to have to hope that the hunt who jumps on him doesn't have forewarned. I bet that's what's going to happen here. So I think actually letting the vampire go was actually the wrong decision. You need to stop... Unless there's Vampire Lair. Now, Vampire Lair would be pretty good. Right. Dracula has to be found today. Speed Telegraph? Don't mind. Renewed Vigor? Alright, okay. You can check as many... There's a lot of places. There is Brussels and Strasbourg and Geneva and Le Havre and Paris and Clermont-Ferrand and Toulouse and Santander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 places to check. With 4 hunters. But... Yeah, exactly. Vampire Lair is like a mini Renewed Vigor. It could definitely be a fake wolf form. I would not... I mean, the fog strength doesn't matter unless the hunters have Vampire Lair. Scan France first. Not a bad idea, actually, because you would rule out a lot of locations that way. I think actually scouting me first is actually a very good idea, because then it rules it down to 2 locations. Nope. So Van Helsing lost a movement to go there, he can't get back now. Mina doesn't have 2 movement, does she? Oh. There's also a big risk here that even if a hunter... Oh, he did fake wolf form. Oh, wow. Oh, and Mina doesn't have... Nope. That's GG. GG. Oh dear. It started off so well for AndreZot. I can't really pin down. I think it was just like what we kind of talked about in chat, a slight lack of urgency in finding that wolf form. That slight lack of urgency was actually really difficult. That was, I think, the source of the problem. Because AndreZot played the early game really, really well. I mean, AndreZot maybe didn't pick up the second floor ward, which that's the case, there's nothing you can do about it. But that's the thing, he had to try to stop Dracula before he was able to get into a port and start throwing down fogs wherever he wants. And the hide was actually really good here, because it gave him the additional like tempo that he needed to get this, you know, influence tracker accelerated. Yeah, Dracula could feed here if he wanted to. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just that that's lack of does IDS matter? Says Strider. I mean, it's a tournament. Technically, IDS does matter. No, he's moving. Okay, he doesn't. He's not going to take the IDS. Gyro, nice. Well, not well. You're gonna get some points out of it, Gyro. AndreZot played the early game really well. Another win for Helm's Deep Dish. Yay! Nice one, Rocco. Good. I'm glad a vote went your way. Yeah, I think it was really interesting. Hey, Strider. Well played. It's really interesting because I think, yeah, there was a slight lack of urgency in finding the wolf form, and I think that was what cost AndreZot there. He had to put pressure on Dracula when his wolf form was on cooldown. Yeah, try to get in the slip mid-game. Yeah. Double backed on himself, skipped, or managed to... Yeah, went into the center of the map, and you can easily get caught out in the center of the map with so much movement, because you've got the hunters can then pick up... you can take advantage of the trains and things, but what's the next tourney format going to be? It is probably going to be like... Well, it's going to be the League of Dracula again. We're going to have to... I'm going to have to talk to Snuff and Philly and see what they think, but possibly it's going to be like the tournament that we did in the autumn. One big league with lots of people, and then the top players going into the knockouts. But we'll have to figure it out. The autumn tournament is always the League of Dracula. Yeah, it was Summon Storms. Yeah, it makes sense. It gives you an option to then do some stuff. It was also just like some, like I was AFK at this point, but you guys in chat were saying that Van Helsing made a move to Marseille and then backtracked into Marseille again. Just imagine if he didn't do that. Even if he just stayed put in Marseille, that's 2 supplies. Those 2 supplies could have been, you know, that could have been the 3rd horse quicker. It could have been an extra full wand. It could have been the CG. You don't really know, to be honest. Yeah, the psychic scans were good, but the problem is Dracula can easily sort of go in and out of the different locations. So yes, slight inefficiencies. Yeah, Vampire Lair would have been really good as well. Yeah, Vampire Lair would have been really good. You might have just drawn an evil presence at the right time. And that's the thing, like, you don't know what you're going to get from the supplies, but you're just maximizing your chances to draw something that you do need, right? You might not, but you're just hypnosis, right? Imagine a hypnosis had come out. There was a movement to Amsterdam towards the end that, again, didn't really matter. Seward went from Hamburg into Berlin, which again wasn't necessary. He could have gone down into maybe Frankfurt or Strasbourg instead. So, yeah, it's really tricky. I think in the heat of the moment, it's so easy to miss things, right? So I'm not wanting to unnecessarily criticize AndreZot, because like this is really tough. And when you've got the big advantage of the center of the map, is that Dracula can hide a lot, and has a lot more. Even though the hunters are closer to you, you've got more places to move to. Strider, fuck that, he says. Holy bullets, rifle, and crucifix. Yeah, he didn't want to be dealing with that. But that's the thing, like, and also, like, again, it seems like a small thing, but at this level it really isn't, because thing of Van Helsing, he went into the North Sea, then he went to Amsterdam, then he went to Brussels, and then did he rail to Marseille? I guess he must have done. That's 4 moves. Whereas he could have just done Le Havre, Marseille. So Van Helsing lost 2 moves there. And he also lost 2 moves going into the Mediterranean and then back again. That's 4 supplies. And that might just be a consecrated ground, or a hypnosis, or a evil presence at the wrong time for Dracula, and then you know exactly where he is. AndreZot did the right thing by using the psychic scans, but I think more pressure had to be put on Dracula, and had to find Dracula before that wolf form came off cooldown, so then Dracula couldn't wolf form away, couldn't get out of danger. Sometimes you get unlucky, right, as hunters, and you just keep supplying, and all the good stuff is buried in the middle of the deck. And AndreZot did have a lot of luck early, because there weren't many Dracula events on top. There were a lot of hunter events. A lot of them could have been rubbish, but still. No CG, together with chartered carriages. I forgot how Dracula brides work. Yep, we figured. Yep, so that was a reprieve. So, yeah, I think it's one of these things where in the heat of the moment, maybe you don't realize these inefficiencies, but it's one of these things when you watch it back afterwards. Just, if you're trying to analyze your own gameplay, you need, every time you make a move with a character, it has to be, Oh, AndreZot didn't even realize that hide would trigger the 3 points. Yep, because you're playing a land move. Yep. Yeah, so you get the 3 points by making a land move, not by placing the encounter. But you need to place the encounter in order to place a rumor token. It's a very finicky rule, but that's how it works. Which is kind of interesting. But anyway. I think that's how. Yeah, you have to place an encounter. It's during the encounter stage they place the rumor token. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting mechanic. Yeah, so I think that's one of the things where every time you analyze your own gameplay, you need to think, what is the purpose of this movement? Is this movement actually getting me closer to where I need to get to for a really important encounter, or closer to Dracula? If the answer is no, then you shouldn't be moving there. So yeah, I'm not saying that those. I'm just thinking about I'm not even thinking about the Godalming movements, by the way, or any of the other stuff. But just from Van Helsing alone, those 4 supplies that got missed could have changed the game. And then we had Godalming, and I think Godalming had horses. Nobody corrected me in chat, so I assume Godalming did have horses, and I'm not going mental. But he must have done to get to Athens, all that sort of stuff earlier. But Godalming went from Genoa to Milan. The ones with the horses should not be dealing with the trail there. They should be going after Dracula. Bye, Stridebreaker. Yeah, good luck for your game tomorrow. The ones with the horses have to be chasing Dracula at that stage of the game. They need to be the ones putting pressure on Drac, blocking off port cities, forcing Dracula to go where they want him to go. They should. Godalming has no reason to check that encounter, in my opinion. So yeah, that's the deal. That's the general situation there. So just imagine if Godalming had gone to Munich instead of Milan, he could have then gone up to Leipzig, and depending on the timing, he might have found Dracula there. But then suddenly, or maybe not, maybe a day later, but then Hunt suddenly know, oh, he's adjacent to Leipzig. Right, check Hamburg, check Frankfurt, check... And then suddenly that net closes a lot faster. Yeah, we did wonder if it was a fake rumour. It didn't really work for you because AndreZot dealt with the vamp. The bluff didn't work. AndreZot was like, I'm just gonna... I know it's a fake rumour, I'm gonna just deal with... I'm just gonna deal with Milan anyway, which I thought was kind of funny. Kept us guessing, though. In hindsight, probably wasn't worth it, but it was good entertainment. So, yeah... It's just interesting, though, where even if the Hunters have a really, really good start like that they did, the 7 points got stopped, but then it's actually the lack of forewarned was what maybe cost AndreZot a little bit. But at the same time, if AndreZot had put more pressure on Dracula in that sort of third week, then Strider might have been forced to play Fog early and on a normal land space, which then allows the Hunters to go, alright, you've now burnt that card, and then suddenly Strider's in a situation going, I've only got one Fog, and they might have drawn the second forewarned. Now AndreZot didn't, but maybe with his 4 extra supplies, he might have done, right? And that's kind of the interesting kind of thing with this. I didn't draw it. What do you mean I didn't draw it? I guess I mean he didn't draw it. AndreZot didn't draw it. Yeah, I know, but that's the thing, right? But AndreZot didn't know that either. But I still think it doesn't matter. You need to put the pressure on Drac to then make Drac think, do I have to use a Fog on a non-port city? And then as soon as you lose one Fog, there is a chance you're not going to get the other one, right? So that use of forewarned, even though it saved the 7 points early in the game, it cost AndreZot a little bit because then, you know, there's no forewarned for later. Yeah, Behind the Veil was a bit unfortunate. It didn't even reveal a Dracula card either. But that can happen. It can happen. So, even if you have a really good start as the Hunters, you need to be able to see the game out a little bit. Whoa! Hello, CLG. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hey, Hex Hades, welcome in. Hey, what have you been doing? Thank you, CLG, for raiding. We've just had we just finished up well, we've had a bit of a marathon stream. We've had about an hour and a half of Ori and the Blind Forest across 2 sessions, and we've had 2 different Fury of Dracula tournament games. We've been going on for quite a while. I was just wrapping up, actually. But hello, everybody. If you don't know me, I'm ScottSword. I do variety stuff, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Ori and the Blind Forest. We're going to start some Stardew Valley soon. What else do we do? We've got Jackbox, and we do Electric Bagpipes over here, if you like Scottish music, and Fury of Dracula, and Wingspan, digital board games, lots of stuff. And what were you playing? Oh, you're playing Fortnite. Oh, very good. That is definitely not something you'll catch me playing. I have no mechanical skill whatsoever. Realised that too late. Playing too many years of Call of Duty, or too many years of playing Call of Duty has taught me that I do not suit those games. Well, hopefully you had a good one. Oh yes, I have a podcast called Keeping You Company as well. I've got a Discord, got a YouTube, all that stuff. You've got exclamation mark with all the commands and stuff. Oh. Well, it's not true. Yes, the podcast's not on YouTube. Is it not on Twitch? That's true. I should probably wrap up the video for YouTube, and then I can chat to you guys on Twitch. So everybody who's watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. And yeah, feel free to leave your comments below. Sorry I had to go AFK during that game a little bit, but it's very exciting stuff. Well played for both. And another Helm's Deep Dish win. I think that means they're definitely guaranteed top of the table now, but it's the battle for the top 4 and the exact order it's going to be. That's the thing that's going to happen in the last week. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Please go and check out all the other people who record games from the Fury of Dracula community down below. And if you want to check me out on Twitch, the link is there as well. And I'll see you all in another game of Fury of Dracula very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.